Hello, everyone. I'm Luis Ramirez, founder and CEO of Mawari. So what is Mawari? Mawari is the Immersive Compute Network. What does this mean? Let me start from our vision. So today, we actually have media in 2D, in frames, like we see it on the TV, on the smartphones. Our vision is that actually that media comes straight from just peeping right into your eyes, so something like this. So we imagine a world in which actually you are the UI and actually the whole world is UX.
My name is Vanessa, and the reason I'm here today is to announce that Creda and Mawari have partnered to expand the Creda metaverse into the augmented reality realm through the Mawari network in Korea.
So, okay, so you may be wondering, okay, what has this to do with blockchain? It's actually, all this is running on a DePIN network. So I'll give you an example. Without actually a distributed network, this type of use case wouldn't be possible. So let's take a look. This is a collaboration that we've done with T-Mobile.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing great. Slept in my cat bed. I woke up. Didn't even have to be anywhere. It's supposed to be in Dallas, but I'm next to my cat bed.
What is happening here? Basically, there's a person that is getting their body motion, their facial gestures, and their voice being streamed in real time to a server close to the end user. Then that server close to the end user gets all this data and makes a 3D image that then it gets streamed to the AR glasses.
Digital world.
All this happens in 32 milliseconds, and that's possible through the Mawari network.
Yeah.
Let's go to another use case. If you were wearing glasses like this, probably by the next TOKEN2049, we will do an experiment like this. This is the world's first mixed reality discussion panel in which actually an AI agent was the moderator. And the AI agent was standing here right in front of me. I think the planet Earth will catch up very soon with the technology of Jupiter. And our mission is to push the boundaries so we can head very close.
Thank you very much. I would also want to receive a brief answer. How do you handle the bandwidth and/or latency issues that often arise with high-quality, real-time virtual experiences?
Sure. As I mentioned, you can see all the audience are actually looking at mixed media. They're looking either with the glasses or with the naked eye. An AI agent interacting with the speakers in real time is especially so. This is one of the use cases that we power today. This is the second one. So this is actually a commercial use case that we're spearheading in Japan. This is an AI agent, which will be your customer service representative or your therapist, or you call it. Let's take a look.
Thank you for your inquiry. Mawari Corp, established in 2017, specializes in decentralized cloud rendering and streaming focused on interactive augmented reality, AR experiences. Our advanced platform allows for real-time 3D content delivery to various devices, including smartphones and AR glasses. By prioritizing seamless user experiences, we empower developers and businesses to create captivating AR applications that engage their audiences in innovative ways. As we continue to evolve in this dynamic field, our goal is to enhance accessibility and interactivity in AR, paving the way for exciting applications across multiple industries. If you have any specific questions or need further information, feel free to ask.
So as you can see, she actually is much better at explaining what our company does. So This is the next generation of our technology in which we're actually adding into the pipeline full connection into an LLM and an SLMs that is actually animating the virtual humans in time. Our vision is that actually for AI to become really relatable, we actually need to interact with it like if it was our best friend, and we're giving AI a body and a face. So what is Mawari? Mawari is the world's first DePIN network for spatial computing. We've been building this since 2017. We actually focus on orchestrating a network of GPUs to render and stream in real-time 3D content to mobile devices close to zero latency. So now, why spatial streaming matters and why I'm wearing these glasses? I'm going to explain in a second. So today, when you press play on Netflix, within less than a second, you have a 4K movie in your phone, in your TV, anywhere. As end users, we give that for granted. But when we actually watch the movies, we see that spatial content will become holograms, AI agents, everything that we're imagining in the future. But bottom line is that for this to actually become a reality, the content needs to be accessible at the same level. So it means that if I'm wearing the glasses, I just press play and I am interacting with an AI agent. So that's the elephant in the room that we have today, that actually this type of content is not ready for prime time. This is because we have technical bottlenecks and infrastructure limitations. So let's go over the technical bottlenecks. So when we think about 3D content, we're now talking about gigabytes or terabytes of space. So when you're downloading something, it will take you 5 minutes to an hour. And we are in the generation of TikTok, in which you swipe in 2 seconds and you have new content. So end users are no longer used to wait for content. The second one is the format. We have seen 3D content in 2D screens for more than 20 years. Game engines were designed that way. But in order to really scale 3D, we need to keep it in its native format and stream it to the devices. And lastly, you've seen Meta Quest, the Apple Vision Pro. It's super heavy. Now I'm wearing the Meta Ravens that has AI but doesn't have a display. But in order to really get to this slim of glasses, we need to offload the rendering and the AI compute to the edge. And that's what Mawari Network does. So lastly, infrastructure bottlenecks. So in 2021, when we were actually going to scale our network, we had a lot of traction with some Fortune 500 companies. We went to AWS and GCP and we asked them for a very specific request. Okay, so we need distributed GPUs in many cities, and we need it at scale. And you may be surprised, but actually AWS and GCP were not able to tailor our requests. And that's when we decided, okay, let's go Web3. We got inspired by Render Network, by Helium. We saw how quickly actually the supply could be bootstrapped, and we didn't look back. So how did we break the stream bottlenecks? First of all, since 3D content is very different, we had to reinvent the rendering pipeline to solve the latency and bandwidth problems. Second, we knew that we needed to create a streaming format that is native to augmented reality, not make a modification of 2D content. And as you see, we rebuilt the rendering pipeline, and we actually rebuilt that rendering pipeline in a way that can be streamed via a network. So that's what we created, the Mawari platform, 3 layers. We have the Mawari network, which is the decentralized orchestration layer, the Mawari engine, which is our core technology. We've been called the MP3 of AR. We have 4 patents already granted and 10 more on the pipeline for this core technology. And then the application layer, which is what developers use to connect our core technology and the decentralized resources. So this is our vision. Today, we have very clunky headsets and very simple content. So Mawari's mission is actually to bring this into very slim glasses and rich content around you. That's what we call spatial streaming. So what is spatial streaming good for? Spatial streaming is good for delivering a sense of presence. So when you need that next level of content, so the metaverse, you have Roblox, you have Minecraft, you have Sandbox, very simple avatars. But in order to really engage with an AI agent like in Blade Runner, for example, you need that level of quality. And that's what we bring as a end user benefit. We achieve this through spatial streaming and split rendering. That's our core technology. Now, you may be wondering why DePIN? Well, DePIN is a way to solve a business model problem and a scalability bottleneck. And this is exactly how we are addressing that. Actually, there were not enough real-time graphics rendering GPUs distributed across the globe. And now we're working on changing that through DePIN. So in that sense, Mawari Network has been a DePIN in inception. In 2021, we started working on the architecture, and it was way before the term was actually coined. So also just to emphasize, did you know that today actually we have more than 50 million XR headsets installed in the world, and they're being used? And Meta is actually very aggressively projecting that by the end of 2027, we'll have 100 million devices. Bottom line is that the amount of compute that this content and devices will require is exponential. And right now, we are not actually having enough compute for AI. So when we add XR, which is a full spatial computing industry, it will become a very imminent problem. And why now? There are investors like Samsung that are backing us because they believe in our vision and how content will be distributed in the next few years. And this just tells us basically Borderless, 1KX, and other Web2 investors. We're a very unique company in that sense, in which Web2 and Web3 actually do believe in our mission, and we're moving forward. And just a quick summary of why Mawari. We've been in the space for 8 years. We started as a Web2 company that actually has real demand and revenue, and we're moving into Web3 to scale. We have a patented technology and a very experienced team. And we are the only network or DePIN network that is actually orchestrating 3 types of resources: bandwidth, storage, and compute in real time. So this is the scheme of the Mawari network. And we have more than 50 Fortune 500 clients that actually are actively using Mawari's technology. And in the press, if you Google Mawari, you will find a lot of articles in Forbes, in VentureBeat. We've been called the Akamai of the XR Cloud, MP3 of AR, and the $20 billion codec. So now let's go into success stories. This is at the MUTEC Festival. This is an art exhibition in which we actually enabled an artist. I'm not going to play this video because I'm running out of time.
Mawari.
I have another 2 announcements to make. So actually, we are the first DePIN network going into a commercial deployment in Japan. So we signed a deal with Nankai Dendetsu, which is a railway company. We will set up AI agent stations like the one that you see here, in which they will be assisting tourists on how to buy train tickets and other stuff. And lastly, we're doing a decentralized infrastructure offering. So if you want to be part of the network, please join soon. We have a promo video for this. So please take a look. All right. Thank you, everyone.